of Facebook, so I'm sitting down, I'm getting food, and I'm thinking about my day. Number one, there's many ways to vote in Georgia, okay? There's early voting, there's absentee voting, and there's provisional ballots. According to the federal law and state law, you cannot be denied the right to vote. You can walk to any precinct in the state of Georgia, and if you're a registered voter, even if you're not voting in your home precinct, you can vote. According to the law, as long as you have a voter ID, a state issued ID, you can register to vote. Okay? If you don't have a Georgia driver's license, then you can get what we call a voter election card. And according to this here, the law says that you can walk into any precinct, and it says if you are found eligible to vote in the precinct in which you cast your provisional ballot, we will count your entire ballot. We will notify you that your ballot has been counted. So essentially what this says, you should be able to vote. Even if you can't afford a voter ID card, you can go to your local election office, your board of election, and you can get your voter identification card. Okay? You have also 3 days after you vote to provide, from this list here, you have a voter ID, a voter election card, okay, a U.S. passport identification card, a tribal identification card, or a current utility bill, a bank statement, a government check, a paycheck, or other government document. First and foremost, you have the right to vote. You cannot be denied the right to vote. They have to give you a provisional ballot. Now, you may require 3 days after you vote to add these documents. But you cannot be denied the right to vote. So there is no excuse to get out and vote. You have early voting, provisional ballots, and absentee voting. This is my first time voting provisionally, even though I know that I could. Don't let someone at the local office tell you you can't. It is your right to vote. It is also your responsibility to check back within 3 days if you get a provisional ballot and show your identification from the list that is required on the piece of paper that they do give you. Okay? So, there is no excuse not to vote. Even if you wait till the very last second, procrastinating like I did last night to figure out that you're going to vote. Indeed, you should research, make sure you know who you're voting for, what you're voting for, and whom you're voting for. Your ballot is really important, especially in a climate like this where we have 2 or 3 different candidates on both sides that are really good candidates, and people are anti-establishment, going against the regular 2-party system. Again, John Kasich got my vote. After researching, he was a middle-of-the-road guy, a centrist. I was looking at who is going to be stronger as commander-in-chief. I thought that Hillary and Trump are very weak, and I just don't think that they can stand up with enough strength and credibility in the long run internationally to not be considered a joke. Some people might call me dumb or stupid, but it's my right to practice my free speech and my right to vote. Thanks for being American, because I know I am.